What is organized crime? Organized crime or criminal organizations are transnational, national, or local grouping of highly centralized enterprise run by criminals for the purpose of engaging in illegal activity, most commonly for monetary profit. Some criminal organizations, such as terrorist organizations, are politically motivated. Gangs may become disciplined enough to be considered organized. An organized gang or criminal set can also be referred to as a mob. This activity has different kinds, like mafia being the most important.
Mafia is a term used to describe a number of criminal organizations around the world. Their first organization to bear the label was the Cilician Mafia, based in Sicily, known to his members as Cosa Nostra. In the United States, the Mafia generally refers to the Italian-American Mafia. Other high-level organizations crime groups, such as the American prison gangs to the Mexican Mafia, use the term Mafia to describe this group. Latin American drugs cartels are often considered Hispanic or Latino mafias. Other international organizations described as Mafia include the Russian Mafia, the Irish Mob, the Chinese Triad, the Japanese Yakuza, the Napolitan Camorra, Calabrian Drangheta, and the Apulian Sacra Corota Unita. There are also a number of localized mafia organizations around the world bearing no link to any specific ethnic background.
In the United States, the Organized Crime Control Act defines organized crime as the unlawful activities of a highly organized disciplined association. Criminal activity as a structured group is referred to as racketeering, and such crime is commonly referred to as the work of the mob. In the UK, police estimate organized crime involves up to 38,000 people operating in 6,000 various groups. In addition, due to the escalating violence of the Mexico's drug war, the Mexican drug cartels are considered the greatest organized crime threat to the United States, according to the report issued by the United States Department of Justice.
Another important kind of organized crime is the terrorism.
Terrorism is the systematic use of terror, especially as a means of coercion. In the international community, however, terrorism has no universal, agreed, legally binding criminal law definition. Common definitions of terrorism refer only to those violent acts which are intended to create fear, are perpetrated for a religious, political, or ideological goal, and deliberate target or disagree the safety of non-combatants or civilians.
Some definitions now exclude acts of state terrorism, and some also include acts of unlawful violence and war. Their use of similar tactics by criminal organizations for protecting rackets or to enforce a code of silence is usually not labeled terrorism, though their same actions may be labeled terrorism when done by a politically motivated group.
His right in the market can lead to criminal use strategies such as extortion or blackmail or murder for gain favor with the administration, to eliminate competition, to circumvent the legal process against such activities, or obtain resources. Given the hardness of the strategies employed, the most common economic system in the monopoly in areas of lower economic performance and oligopoly in most. The achievement of this rise has led to bloody clashes between members of different bands, including most notably the battle between Al Capone and Bugs Moran, and with the slaughter of Acid Valentines in 1929, in which the main gangsters were killed Moran at the hands of Capone, as well the struggle between Colombian mafia members in 21st century and the struggles between Mexican cartels.
The main manifestation of organized crime delicts in Chile correspond to the illicit drug traffic. This is because our country has bordered with Peru and Bolivia, major historical producers of drug worldwide. This conclusion corresponds to the report from 2006 to 2011 by the National Headquartered Organized Crime of the PDI, which revealed that 61% of criminal organizations composed of more than 3 people and are maintained over time devote their effort to move large amounts of drug a year.
In conclusion, the organized crime is an activity has been existed for many times ago, and the most probably is been keeping along the time of the history and renovating his types of activity, and can't find in any country you look.